Haunted Towers.
8,000
It's a
gold.
level.
Or treasure, rather.
It's not exactly
Is the
the
tower
best
really
level, but yeah.
Yes, they are, Shuja. They are really haunted.
Question mark.
I also like how we have the Return of the Wizard enemies, but we also have freaking Norks with grenades and
Yeah,
wooden shields. Who
that's what
knew
taught
that
me.
they could firepower?
You blew fire onto the first one, and then his grenade just kind of like popped off behind him.
That is the original Call of Duty.
Yeah, when I first recorded this is when my controller decided to die on me, my first controller. When I did this level, this enemy did not spawn in. And so I had no way of actually beating the level from this point onward.
You have to
And then-
freak Fairy from her frightful run.
And then after this is when my controller started acting up. So yeah, this is the level that killed my controller, my first one.
You had it for good.
So
long.
yeah, I'm just here one. I had it for like maybe 3 years.
Oh man.
Better than your controller.
Yeah, I had mine for like a month before the USB connection portion ended up messing up.
I just like the fact that you have had more controller trouble than I have.
I have trouble with all
Like-
the technology.
You have literally the worst luck with technology.
Oh yeah.
Like, screws fall out of your laptop for no reason, like... You're like King Midas, except the opposite when you touch technology.
Just
No,
breaks
you want to
down.
know who has it bad and worse? I do. Because my hands are literally like more destructive than a nuclear bomb, bro. Everything I touch, I turn into crap.
Literal crap. Literal.
Literally, yeah.
Literally. Like a pencil, I turn into crap.
He just smells like
paper.
crap all the time because everything he touches is crap.
I think that might be a personal problem.
No, dude. What the fuck?
But yeah,
Oh.
this level just reintroduces two things we've been getting used to for the entire game. We have Super Flame and Supercharge, and Supercharge section in this port is not as bad as Treetops. I don't think anything will be as bad as Treetops.
Treetops. The favorite. My favorite.
We don't like to mention that level.
I do.
What, treetops?
That's like, that's one of the things that that you mention if you want to get me rustled.
What about tops of trees?
See, I don't have a problem with tops of trees.
So
Those
you have a
dang,
problem with treetops?
those dang treetops thinking they're so better than everyone else.
Hmm. Interesting. I will not let this go until I
Trying
have.
You're trying to create a psychological profile of me. Boat of the Wild hates when his name is mispronounced. Doesn't
Bob.
like treetops.
But although he loves top of trees.
That he does. See, I'm doing like oh crap, LA Noir. Like you have the three options. You have like truth. I can't remember what the next one is, and then doubt.
Oh yeah.
Hey Spyro, all dragons
love
know
that
there's
one
magic
now.
in a fairy's
And it's
kiss.
the best
See
option.
what
in
it can
the game,
do
by
to
the
your
way.
power of flame.
Coincidence? I think not.
Anytime
You
I
know
hear
that
that
Jack-
line, I'm always reminded of The Incredibles. Coincidence? I think not. But it just is.
They ran out of color.
They ran out of color and voice actors. And lines.
And-
And
I think they
originality.
just ran out of everything.
And creativity.
Exactly. They just ran out of everything.
Design.
Why was this game good?
It was good because it was the original platformer.
Or it was good because like revolutionized on graphics and all this good stuff. Like, whoa, You can do all this in a game.
This is revolutionary.
I still think that's one of my still one of my
Just
favorite
like-
things when you just mention all the flaws of a game, and then you look and you're like, why was this game good?
It's
But
just
see,
like
in the same, this
Mario-
game was amazing.
I know.
Super Mario 4, right?
The Super Mario 64
Like-
was an amazing one, but that was because of innovation, rather, solely.
Exactly. Like, oh my god, the evolution of graphics. Like, you can do all this. Punch,
You know what I say
kick.
to Super Mario 64?
They tried to innovate it
It's all the
again by making the DS version, which sucked so bad.
And you know what I say about that game? I haven't played either of them.
I have both of them.
Yeah.
Because getting the DS version after, smart idea
Yeah,
on my part.
you bought the DS version, and was it a case of, okay, this is gonna be good, and then you play it for like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, like the Pokken situation I had? Was it like that?
No, I played it through completely. I beat it 100%.
But how long did it take you?
Not very long. I actually replayed that one after I realized how boring it was.
So it wasn't so much of the case of this game just does not work to it's just boring. Okay.
It was
That is
boring,
different from my,
and
situation.
the controls didn't work because, like, in the original
Hold
one,
your
you had the
horns.
64.
Here comes Spyro.
Yeah,
Patience, little one.
yeah, you had the up,
You'll
down,
soon
left,
have
right,
the
and
opportunity
yes,
to
you didn't have
battle
all
the
eight
one who
directions.
matters most.
So
Nasty
platforming
door.
was just awful. Or if you
Pain in
wanted
the
all 8
ass.
directions, you could move with your stylus. Let's take out the stylus, move a few steps, so that then we can put it back down to press the jump button, unless you're left-handed, in which case you're lucky. Because it was dumb. Plus you had to
That
switch.
reminds me
Okay.
of you know, in like games like Monster Hunter, you can't control a camera on the 3DS, so you can get you get the new 3DS XL, which I have, which has
or
the
the
C-stick.
pro thing that hawks onto the side.
The Pro thing that you attach that gives you another stick, and it's so jank and wonky.
I actually liked it.
Like, what is that?
It worked well for Revelations on the 3D when that came out.
See, I played the demo of that, and I was just like, okay, these controls could be better.
Even with the added attachment, or did you play just stock control?
Stock control, because I don't have the added attachment.
Yeah. It was better with
Hey,
the
I
added attachment.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Why the kisses from the
Yeah.
fairy?
They make your heart go on fire?
Is that right? This house is on fire.
This house, it's not the house.
Oh, what?
He said-
I thought it was our house.
This heart is on fire.
Is it? Wait. How did the
Or is
song
it
go?
this house is on this? Oh, how does this song
Are we
go?
trying to debate?
Exactly. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's not house
This
though.
girl is on fire.
This girl is on fire.
This
This girl is on fire. Wow.
We messed up so bad.
Guess what you two guys are?
Oh my
Idiots.
god.
The best of idiots.
It's bad when I know lyrics to a song that I even haven't heard in a while.
Wow,
Like,
you blew fire when
holy
you charged
crap.
there.
Revolutionary. That's gonna be my catchphrase for now on.
Revolutionary.
Everything is gonna be revolutionary.
Uh-oh, Balda. You're missing treasure.
Yeah, this is one of the levels. It's because to get up to the upper half of this level, you have to do a super jump that I didn't notice until like, a little bit later. I will say I do enjoy the music in this level.
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's kind of chillaxed at the beginning, then it kind of gets a little bit faster.
Yeah.
It's like, let's go to the beach. Type of music.
But sand, though, I don't like sand.
And I kind of get the desert feel out of it rather than
Okay.
the beach.
Okay, so we can all agree we don't like
Sand,
sand.
though.
Wet sand especially.
No, I like sand. What are you talking about?
Like, goodness gracious, I remember when I'll go to the beach, right? And then, like, I get in the water because I got sand everywhere. And then I come out with more sand. Like, how does that work?
It's because there's sand in the water.
wet sand is essentially mud, and I don't like that either.
Y'all need to learn
Sam
to.
from
Did y'all ever
Hawaii.
play in the
Why'd
mud
you-
when you were little?
Beach. No.
Actually, I never played in the mud at all.
Did you stay inside all the time when you were little? No.
Not all the time.
See, I was like I would go out and I'd just play in the dirt and stuff.
Dude, like back then when I was living in Sin City in Elkin, you do know where that is, right?
Wow, that is an odd
Sin
jump.
City.
That is an odd jump.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to go along that ramp.
Then what's the hole in the ceiling for?
Just so you can get down to this lower level.
While you're doing the supercharge?
No. It's when you get to the top of the level, you can take that to go at the end of the level.
Oh.
Do I get that
And
missing
it's
treasure?
time for stories with Chucho. So when I was a kid, right, I was riding my bike and I fell.
The end.
It was
The end.
But no, continue.
But then it continues. I stayed there, I cried, I yelled for my parents, they didn't come, because I would live like, then I realized that I lived a few, how can I say this, a half a mile away. So literally yelling at my parents was not going to work at all. So I got up like a big boy and I walked like a trooper, bro. I was a trooper that day. I felt good when I got home. I said, yes, we can. We can.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Chucho, the bike riding child Trump. I don't
Hey,
know.
that was fun.
You did not see what I just saw.
Oh, no, bro. Okay, this is a good story, man. So one time I was challenged to stand on my bike on the seat or whatever going down a hill. So I did. I was flying, bro. Like when I was going down the
Did you
hill,
fly like an eagle with the spirit of an eagle?
dude, I flew like Superman, literally off my bike. So actually, but I got a lot of good rap with that little trick I did. Like everybody was calling me badass. Not stealing it from Badass Drake, what? Badass.
Badass Jake.
I can't believe that's such a thing. Everybody
Bro,
knows
that-
that now.
that's-
There's strangers I don't know
If
that
you
call me
meet
that.
Wildtrap in real life, kiddies wherever he's at, make sure to call him Badass Jake. He enjoys that. We're gonna expand the lore of Badass Jake. He has his own religion. Did you know that?
Fair awareness, spread awareness.
It's the religion of badassery. He
Uh-huh.
still has his commandments ready,
Uh-huh.
but once
We
he does,
have
the badassery will be the greatest thing ever.
Please elaborate on this religion that I don't know.
You created it. You should know. I'm like the high
Badass.
priest.
the religion
Somehow
of badass.
more about you, and I created it.
Patent pending.
It's like
I got it.
What
I got
is this?
Badass. That's the religion of badass.
That's what happens when your nickname becomes your most recognizable thing.
Yeah, like, Tyler just made that one day. He said it sarcastically because I walked in wearing the hat after Mr. Raleigh told me to take it off, and I was just like, well, I don't feel like taking it off. And he said it all sarcastically, and then all kinds of people just started calling me that, and now it's like my name. It's like the weirdest thing.
Doesn't Mr. Riley also refer to you as that as well?
Yeah, he referred to me as that a couple times. Yeah.
That's some cred right there.
Hey, bro. Like
But-
literally on senior quote, you should have put badass Jake.
Well, this happened after the quote thing. The quote thing was ages ago. You know, I was actually thinking about the quotes today while I was in the shower, which is like random, but I was thinking about how mine was just kind of like a
You
running quote.
should-
I should have made mine. I am all of me. That's what I wanted to make mine.
You should have done what Gentry did with his. His is a great quote because it's
His
from
is-
Mewtwo.
This is Mewtwo.
It's the greatest thing ever. It's like
It's like somebody makes their quote Pika.
He made his
Pika?
quote Pika. Really? I gotta see this. I gotta see that, bro. Tomorrow, I need to borrow someone's yearbook.
No, he didn't make his quote that. He made his quote a Mewtwo quote from the first Pokemon movie.
No, I was saying it'd be funny if somebody did make it Pika.
It would be. But I was gonna mention when Chucho was doing story time. I was checking my feed, and
oh wait.
It's
Oh, never mind.
It's someone was mentioning Rogue One, which had a really good trailer, and then they mentioned who the writer was, and now I'm instantly de-hyped for a movie.
Who's the writer? Is it Michael Bay?
No, the writer for Rogue One is Gary Whitta. Gary Whitta's the guy who wrote After Earth.
I don't know who that is.
And that's a movie I hate. The Will Smith and Jaden Smith collab with M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Good, because that movie's awful.
But anyways, to relay off of the story time and the bike riding that Chucho had, yeah, we're gonna stray away from the awesome movies to once again bike riding.
No, I just wanted to mention that because it really, I just saw it and I was just like, oh, that's gonna suck.
But when I was younger, I went camping with some family to Hungry Mother Park, which is I think it's in North Carolina, and maybe in Virginia, I'm not sure. But when we were there's like all these bike trails and stuff, and I had just learned how to ride a bike without using my hands, because you can use like your ab muscles and your legs to kind of keep balance without using your hands, and you can turn without your hands. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go on these trails. I'm gonna go as fast as possible without using my hands. And it had just rained the day before, and I went across this like patch of like moss and slid right into this pole off of it. And like I kid you not, there was like a
Did you slide like
yeah. It was like if you take $2 and lay them on top of each other, like that square would be the size of the bruise it left on me. It was like purple, yellow, like really dark red, where I'd hit it so hard.
God.
But see, once I got up, because I was like, it hurt really bad, and I was crying and everything.
Ate so hard. You ate it so hard.
I looked up when I opened my eyes, and there was like all these Amish girls like surrounding me because they had all been camping too, like one of the slots, because you can like bring your campers and stuff. And they're like, oh my gosh, oh, you okay? It was just like 8 of them. I was like, what is this? They had their like really old cloth gowns on. I was like, this is the weirdest thing ever.
That's Jake's mini feats again. He can get all the ladies.
It's just really funny.
Oh my god, that accent that you just tried to.
The enemies here can be quite frightening,
So hard.
but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
But I pity the fool, and I will destroy any man who tries to
Oh
take
my
what I
God.
got. And what's your
That-
prediction
that's-
for the fight? Prediction? Yes,
Kicked
prediction.
me right in the freaking.
Pain.
Now
Oh
you're
my god,
thinking.
that was good. That was good.
A full minute of Chucho laughing later.
Have I mentioned I hate this yet?
You hate this level? Oh yeah, you do hate
I hate
this level.
this
See,
level.
this is one of my favorite levels. It has a really good concept to it. With the lanterns and the monsters, how they change based off light and dark.
It's
Okay.
the same problem. It's the same problem with the bog level. There's enemies that are hyper aggressive, and there's only like a small amount of time to actually do anything. And I think the level's concept just does not work with it.
So basically, it's one of
Like,
the few
you'll
levels
see
that require
near-
skill to enact.
It's not skill. It's being able to place yourself in a way where you don't activate multiple enemies at the same time. It's bad enemy placement. Because you'll see at the end of this level, there's just a billion enemies right on screen, and it's the worst thing ever. And it doesn't help that 2 of the 3 enemies here have projectile attacks that are really annoying, and then the other enemy is an enemy that rushes completely at you. And these dog enemies are literally the worst enemy in the game because they are so hyper aggressive.
I like how you just like bucked it out of there, even though you had the light.
That's because I really don't care. I mentioned it earlier when we were talking about Mystic Bog. These are the enemies that if a younger version of me saw them, he would not be playing this game. Like, I knew about this level and the enemies and how annoying they are. In fact, these dog enemies are usually rated the scariest enemy in the Spyro series.
Are you serious?
Keeping in mind that Spyro is a child-friendly game, therefore, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's the weird thing about about games like this. They always like to include, like, really freaky enemies.
Like the turtle with red eyes.
Like, not so much the turtle enemies, but it's the dogs. And then we get the return of the Cupid enemies, which really aren't that difficult.
I wouldn't really call them cupids so much as Satan, because they have the
Devil
horns on them.
enemies.
Yeah.
I just thought of a dumb joke that I could do.
Right on.
They're evil Cupid. Thank you, Clever Lang.
I pity the fool.
Okay, side note. I've been wondering this for a long time. How did we meet?
Is this like something in the game, or are you talking about us three?
Us three.
Well, I don't know about.
I think
like
he's talking
now-
about how we met in real life.
Yes, indeed. Like, I can't remember at all. Did I just come up to y'all and said, hey?
No, I met you because you were friends with the one you call Clementine. I don't know how you met
Yeah.
Noah.
Yes,
I was
yes.
gonna say, I met
Did I
you,
meet-
Chucho, in Foods. Remember we both had Foods 2 together?
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Oh my god. The start of a beautiful friendship. Boo.
And then we all know
Food.
how Wild Trap and Boat of the Wild met, right?
It all started with a green show.
A green show.
Yeah, me and Bot have been friends for years and years and years, and I still have not managed to get rid of him, no matter how hard I try. It just doesn't
That's
work.
because you can't get rid of me. Like, you just can't.
Have you tried Snap?
You just can't.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nork.
That's me, alright.
I think that's because we both know each other so well.
Yeah, like we can predict each other's.
Wild Trap.
I was about to say movements, but I wouldn't say movements. Like words and thoughts.
Thought patterns.
Yeah, thought patterns. See, we literally both said thought patterns at the same time. We're on the same wavelength, I guess you could
I'm
say.
inside. I'm inside your head, Wild Trap. Ooh.
Ooh. Spooky ghost. Throw the sheet on your head, cut out holes.
Charlie Brown goes so scurry. Double kill.
Now, see, the problem was when I first played this game when I was little, I didn't know they reacted off the lights because I was like really little when I first played this. Because this came out the year I was born, so I ended up playing it when I was like 2. I played games at a very, very early age.
Caillou.
You said Caillou?
Caillou.
Caillou.
I remember watching that. I remember watching
You know
that.
what one of my favorite things about Caillou though is, and I haven't seen it yet, but people like to say One Punch Man, Saitama from One Punch Man is grown up Caillou.
Clean. Mr. Clean is Caillou, bro. On up Caillou.
See, you get what I mean now, Jacob.
This is like the dumbest comparison I've ever heard, but it's so true at the same time. Sadly, but true. I like how you kind of just peek around the corner to look at them there real quick, like, oh, go white turtle.
I don't like bad enemy placement. I like how these giant turtles just fire little bitty tiny fireballs. In fact, I actually want to say the turtles are more dangerous when they're small.
Are they?
Because
You can't kill them.
you
when
see
they're
how
big,
much.
though.
You can't kill them when they're big, but their attack is easier to dodge.
Oh, I see. That was
Whoa.
some weird perspective.
Whoa! That looked like something out of the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon.
It did.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, how is that series going for y'all?
It hasn't released yet.
It hasn't
I
released
thought
yet.
you were watching it.
Spoiler alert, we're doing that. Whenever this is released, it'll probably
It'll be like the
up.
day after this.
Yeah.
No. It'd be the week before this, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, spoiler alerts to the past.
My bad.
Like you used to say, spoiler alerts for a game that was made in 1998. It's the past.
Exactly. No, I'm always reminded when I spoiled The Great
Thanks,
Gatsby. I'm like,
Spyro.
you know how
I'd love to
long
help
that
you
book was
catch
made
Nasty,
ago?
but I'd really hate being
Super
trapped
long
in
ago,
crystal
so I'm not
again.
spoiling
Don't worry,
anything.
the only one who's gonna be trapped is him.
Headstrong can take you on. Headstrong can take on anyone.
Look at all the hypers I'm hailing. I love that meme, by the way.
Was
I
that?
think I already mentioned that. The Captain America Hail Hydra.
Oh yeah. No, we mentioned how it happened in the comment. We haven't mentioned it's a meme. People have been placing like other characters in it and things they would not say. It's like you have a Kara from
Like-
Undertale. I have no determination. Or you have like Spider-Man. Screw responsibility.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Or you have Daredevil who says I can see it all the time.
Deadpool. I hate chimichangas.
No,
What is this
not the
madness?
chimichangas.
I'm not even sure what a chimichanga is, to be honest.
It's like
Does not match.
What is a chimichanga?
it's kind of like a. I want to describe it as a burrito, but I don't know.
Chimichanga Tuesday?
No.
Fajita Friday.
Vegeta.
What could be? What do we turn chimichanga into?
You're eating a chicken
Monday,
Vegeta?
Tuesday,
You're eating a chicken
Thursday.
Dragon Ball Z character? What?
Chicken Vegeta, bro. Those are good.
Chicken Vegeta. I brought fajitas. I don't like fajitas.
You know,
You're
actually-
my daughter.
Actually, one of the lunch ladies actually quoted me on that one, like Vegeta on Vegeta thing. I can't remember her name, but she was so cool about it. I'm like, can I get a chicken Vegeta? It's like, it's over 9,000. I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
And
Thank you for releasing
like,
That's
she's
how you
like,
know.
yeah, my-
That's how you know there's been around too many kids.
The memes, Jack. The memes.
like literally, she's like, oh, my grandchildren don't watch it all the time.
This is where I mean where this level has bad enemy placement, by the way.
This is perfect enemy placement.
Also, I like how it's dark, but the dogs and the turtles.
It's because
Aren't
they're
activated.
standing in the light.
What
See how
lie?
You see this area is lightened up. It's the see, like now you're in dark, now you're in light. You got the blue treasure. You're gonna hit that treasure. Now this area right
Then
here
what
is
if
dark.
those turtles over there?
Yeah, I don't know
Both
about
those
the
turtles.
I think they're just right in the corner of the light area. Maybe it's like supposed to be not
And see,
what's
this is what I
light,
mean. Whenever
or what's based above them, like if there's a ceiling. Maybe
I
they're like
don't-
getting moonlight on.
See, this is what I mean by bad enemy placement, because the enemy placement is really jank, because whenever you get close, the frickin' devil will shoot at you, and then
You should've
the
took care
turtle
of
will
him
shoot at you.
first. Can't you charge through the devil? Yeah, see, there you go. Oh, well, now you just failed.
No, you have to, like,
You can't charge the devil?
can't charge the devil, it's too big. And now I have no dragonfly. This is the closest I've been to dying, actually, from getting hit too many times in the game, by the way. When you have no dragonfly, you have to pick gems up separately, which is the worst.
Yeah, because Sparks can't get them.
It is better to be in the right hand of the devil than in its path. Quote the Mummy. Have you ever watched that movie?
The Mummy?
Yeah.
I've seen The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. I haven't seen the third one.
You see, I quoted that from the Mummy because it was like that little weird dude was like, it's better to be in the hand of the, like in the right hand of the devil than on its path, so he's immune. And since we're talking about devils and
The only-
charging, so yeah.
The only thing I'm reminded of the Mummy series now is Brandon Fraser and how he's doing nothing.
He's really doing nothing?
He is doing nothing.
Dude, he did the that little cartoon about with Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes back in action.
That was
Yeah,
a
I
weird
think-
looking movie.
Actually, but I like the Bugs Bunny little short.
It was.
The Blue Monkey. We turn everybody into baboons. It was just really odd. But I guess it fits the Looney Tunes style. If anything.
No, actually, like,
Had Jeff Gordon in it. Had Jeff Gordon in it.
That
was
did.
Which was my favorite race car driver as a child.
And then he retired.
Yeah, that was actually this past year, I think.
Yep. But I think that about ends Dark Passage. We'll see you next time for when we actually go to the final level set. Ah!
Ends Dark Passage, as well as Jeff Gordon's career.
Exactly.